Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let us discuss a problem, very interesting problem which is given in the Codeforces around 734 division 3, and this is the second problem given, wonderful coloring 1. This problem is very simple. The Paul and Mary have a favorite string S which consists of lowercase letters, lowercase Latin alphabets. They want to paint it using the piece of chalk of two colors, red, green, uh, red and green. Let us call a coloring string wonderful if the following conditions are met. Okay, what are those conditions? Let us look into it. Okay, each letter of the string is either painted. Each is painted either one color red or isn't painted. Okay. Next, each letter which are painted are of the same color or different. Are of in the same color are different. Means if there is two A's in a string, then this is painted with one color, this is painted with the other color. But here there are we don't have maximum number of choices. There is only two choices: red and green are only choice. If three letters are there in a string which are same character a, then we'll print one letter with red, one letter with green, and the other letter we'll leave it, we don't color it. The number of letters painted in the red is equal to the number of letters painted in the green. Okay, but we have to also maintain a condition here. If there are two letters, suppose a b c d, four letters a b c d are there, we can't paint all with red and all other with green. We can't do that. Okay, all with red, all with green, we can't do it. But we can do one thing: we can print two letters with red and two letters with green. So the number of red and green are 2 and 2. So the our last condition is met. The number of letters that are painted in red is equal to the number of letters that are painted in the green. That condition is met. The fourth condition is the number of painted letters of the coloring is maximum among all the colorings of the string which met in the first three conditions. If we follow this all three conditions, he says that we are getting a string which is colored with the maximum number of colors. Consider a string as equal to kzaaa, one of the wonderful string is shown in the figure. So okay, we are given an example here. See, we have three a's, sorry, we have three a's and one k and one z. So what we can do here is we can color Z with green and one of the letter of A with green, and the other A with red. As we have already used green for A, we use red for other A, and we use red for K also. As we already taken two green, and now we will be taking two red, and the what will be happening to this A, because we have already taken two A's into the consideration, and red and green are completed into our choice, so we neglect and we don't color this it with anything. So the maximum number of red here are 2, so our out should be 2, because red or green are both equal. So he wants us to print uh, let us see here. Paul and Mary wants to learn themselves wonderful coloring, but they are very young to him. Help them find the number of red. He wants to know how many red colors are painted in the given string. We can print green also, because they are equal in number. We can print either red or green. These numbers are equal. Let us in the wonderful coloring. Okay. Now let us go into the test case. There are thousand test cases. Given thousand test case. There are given thousand test cases, and string length doesn't exceed 50 letters. Okay, that is very good. And now let us see into the first example. We have seen it, right? We are done with this, and let us write code forces. Code forces C O D E F O is all repeated here. Okay, R is not repeated. C is repeated. E is repeated. S is not repeated, right? See, now what we'll be doing is, for these both colors we use two colors. Okay, two. For this we'll be using two colors. For this you will be using two colors, red and green, red and green, red and green. Okay. What are the leftovers? D, F, R, and S. uh, Now there are four letters remaining, right? So we will be taking two colors with red, two colors with green. Okay, so total number of red in this are two red. Here from each color is red, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, it is 3, and here 2 plus 2, it is 5. So our output should be 5. Now let us see into one more example. X, all are identical. So um, we can only when there are more numbers, we more than when there are letters repeated more than twice, then what we will do, we will neglect the other colors, other letters, and we only print the two letters, one with red, one with green. So our output should be 1 because number of red are 1. Now let us see, if only one letter is given, we can't print the same. One letter is there in the string. We can't print that letter with the green and what letter with red, right? So there is no possibility of printing this. So meeting the criteria of equal number of red and green is not possible in one letter of a string. So we don't color it at all. So the number of colors here is 0. Let us now go into the code part to understand it better. What we are doing here, what we are doing here is, okay. What we are doing here is, we are taking the number of test cases, we are looping for test cases, we are taking the string over here, and we are making a count variable, and we are also taking a sin variable. I will be explaining what we are doing with the sin variable there. And now let us go. We are taking a we are also taking a count array, int array of 26, means all the alphabets are, there are 26 alphabets, right? For each alphabet we are taking one block in an array, and we are counting how many alphabets, how many a's are there in the string, how many b's are there in the string. Similarly, how many z, x, y, w, z, how many are there, we are be counting by traversing on the string. Now if the array size, if the string size is only 1, then what we need to do, we can't paint, so we have to return 0 and continue. Else if it is not 1, then what we need to do is, if it is not 1, what we need to do is, um, if it is greater than 2, if it is greater than or equals to 2, then we can only paint in one way. If a and a are there, then we can print with one. Three a's are there, we can print with red and green, and we neglect any number of times a repeated, so there is only one red possible here, so we are incrementing the count by 1. Next, if it is if a letter is only once, we are counting number of letters which are appearing singly. We are doing, if it is modulo divided by 2, or if it is modulo divided by 2 is equals to 1, we are dividing it by 2. So in code forces we have seen, right? Code for ses. See, we are here, we have D, F, R, S as singly appearing letters. So we will be getting 4. We are doing by 2 because 2 red, 2 green. So we are dividing it by 2 and adding to our count. And this is the printing of the count variable. This is the number of red we can achieve there. Now let us run the code and look into it. See, 25301. Our output here is 25301. I hope you understood the logic. If any doubts, please comment in the comment section. If you like the video, please like and share the video.